of Cotabato Spikers. Let's begin with their team captain. He wears jersey number 7, JV Sumagaysay. At number 2, Manuel Andre Medina. Wearing jersey number 6, Rex Emmanuel Intal. At number 11, Joshua Umandal. Number 13, Chris Sian Silang. And number 17, Madslan Alian Gampong. Starting libero is celebrating his birthday today. Happy birthday, Jelix J. Mendiola. Head coach, Mr. Art Oji Mamo. Calling on our defending champions, our Cignal HD Spikers. Team captain wears jersey number 8, Israel Wilson Marasigan. At number 4, Peter Denmar Torres. Wearing jersey number 7, John Paul Bugawan. At number 10, Wendell Concepcion Miguel. Number 15, Mark Jesus Espejo. And number 18, Gabriel EJ Casanya. Starting libero wears number 13, Manuel Sumanggit. Head coach, Mr. Dexter Clamoa.
Let's check out the starters for both teams. First, for the AMC Cotabato Spikers, Umandal, Gampong, Sumagaysay, Medina, Silang, Intal, and the birthday boy, Jelix Mendiola as their libero. Meanwhile, para naman sa Cignal HD Spikers, you have Bugawan, Espejo, Casanya, Torres, Miguel, Marasigan, and Sumanggit III as their libero. And we welcome you all once again to game number 1 of the finals here at the Spikers Turf 2023 Open Conference Live on One Sports Plus. Dip Dipianco alongside Paneng Deconic Swarter calling this match. And of course, Durin Suway Baguio will be joining us on the sidelines for the updates and reports. Paneng, last conference, iba yung nag-champion, NU was the champion in that edition of the Spikers Turf. This time around, we will have a new reigning king. Cignal, as you mentioned, 4th straight finals appearance nila to. They know what it takes to be here, how to play here. For AMC Cotabato naman, alam natin bagong form lang yung team nila, but they have the talent to make it.
That's right. And actually, Cotabato squad composes of national team players. But what they need to do right now coming into this finals is to support their main scorer. Because pag na-check na si Jao Umandal, dun na nahihirapan actually makasunod yung ibang mga spikers ng Cotabato squad. And we know how lethal yung mga attackers ng Cignal.
And there has been a lot of games played here in the Spikers Turf. These two teams, this is their 3rd time facing each other na this conference. No? Yung una, back in the eliminations where Cignal swept Cotabato in the semifinals. That's the closest that any team got against Cignal nung nakaisang set yung Cotabato. And even if you look at the scores, dikit-dikit yun. So this time around, will it be 3rd time's the charm for Cotabato? We'll find out in this matchup. But right now, it's 1-1 to start this match. Umandal, Sumanggit was there to save it. Miguel from the back row. Silang goes to the middle. Sumagaysay gets it to drop.
That was a good drop ball by Sumagaysay. If you look at their previous match during the semifinals, actually walang puntos doon si JV Sumagaysay. Kaya naman ito, magandang start to sa kanya dahil they need to activate the middle blockers, talking about the Cotabato squad, to confuse the blockers of the Cignal HD Spikers.
Captain JV Sumagaysay, the story so far for him this conference, not the most vocal in his team, pero eventually, yung confidence niya na build, as mentioned to us by our courtside reporters all throughout, all the games helped him really be more vocal and communicate with his team.
Right, and yun na nga, communication is really key to good performance for all the team because pag hindi kayo nag-uusap sa loob ng court, dun kayo nahihirapan kumilos sa one unit.
2-2 right now after Marasigan was able to score that one. They go back set to Gampong and he fires one up.
That was a classic opposite attack by Mads Gampong. Facing down the line but spiking the ball cross court. Now take a look at this. Medyo na late doon yung cross court block ng Cignal. That's why Gampong had that cross court attack.
So Magaysay heads to the service line. 3 serving 2. Casanya backsets to Marasigan. Isay off the block. It's back with Cignal. Second try. Miguel will be the one to attack. And he is denied at the net.
That was Rex Cental in the cross-court block. Perfect timing and perfect position. He marked that open attack of Miguel. Kaya naman first skill block for the Cotabato squad. Now take a look at this.
Rex Cental knows his former teammates very well. Played for Cignal for a number of years before switching teams this conference. JP Bugawan, nabanggit natin yung matchup nila dito. Paning so exciting because two of the best middle blockers arguably in the country. Nabanggit natin also yung award ni JP last conference. He was the second best middle blocker.
Right, and we know naman na if maganda yung first ball nitong Cignal block, itong Cignal team, ina-activate ng kanilang setter na si EJ Casanya, yung mga middle attackers nila. Kaya naman, yung mga blockers ng kanilang opponents, hindi malaman kung kanino ibibigay ni EJ yung bola.
Right. Gampong tried to go down the line. Read perfectly by Bugawan. Here comes Miguel. The tip is a bit wide. Had good intention though, pero sumobra lang.
Actually, ang layo ng depensa sa down the line ng Cotabato. So kung pumasok yung drop ball na yun ni Miguel, that would be a point for their squad.
Mads Gampong will be the one to serve. Cotabato protecting a 2-point lead. Right now, it's cut down to 1 after that service error. Isay Marasigan heads to the service line. I remember in that last matchup that they had against Cotabato in the semi-finals, grabe yung isang save dun ni Isay Marasigan. He jumped over one of the LED boards dun sa likod, was able to go over it and save the ball.
Yeah, ganun talaga. Ano, pag gusto mong i-save yung bola, basta may space pa or alam mong kaya mo, you'll go for it.
And just the athleticism of Isay Marasigan. However, binalik lang niya yung puntos na yun as Umandal heads to the line. 6-4 is our score mula sa likod.
Oh, good defense by Jao.
Popped up by Umandal, but EJ Casanya able to get that point. His first finals appearance in the Spikers turf. And I can only imagine how he feels Paneng being in this situation right now.
Actually, ang ganda nga nung nilalaro ngayon ni EJ Casanya for the start of this first set. Mapa front row man or back row, talagang tinitignan niya yung kanyang mga Spikers. And during that last play, drop ball na because he's in the front row. And nakita niyang malayo yung blocker sa kanya. So, that's a perfect 1-2 play for EJ.
I know there's added inspiration for him later on. We'll hear more from Doreen about that. But Cotabato not allowing Cignal to build any momentum here, answering right back.
Yeah, that was also a 1-2 play coming from Silang. So both setters of both squads are in the front row right now.
Sabi ni Silang, kaya ko rin kaya yan. Diba? Casanya goes to Peter Torres. Torres gets the point.
It's a good quick attack by Peter Torres. Take a look at this. Good first ball. That was a short running attack action in the back quick by Torres.
Off the bat, no, you can feel the intensity in this finals matchup. Both teams exchanging points. Added factor pa dyan yung drums na naririnig natin para tayong back in the collegiate league, diba? Maingay, energetic. Wewe Medina able to score for Cotabato as he sends us to the first technical timeout. Cotabato up by 2.
Cignal that she edited and prepared herself. Sabi ni EJ, his mom has always been a big inspiration for him in his whole volleyball career. Dahil maliban sa volleyball ang nagpaaral sa kanya, patuloy niya pang natutulungan ang family niya through this sport. EJ Casanya's mom is sitting beside EJ's first volleyball coach way back 5th grade, Coach Bong Pilar, who is also very proud of how EJ has grown as a player and as a person. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Doreen. And that's what you love about sports, Paneng. No? All these stories outside the court. EJ Casanya playing, as we mentioned, with more inspiration. His mom has always been there supporting him. And to have your coach, one of your first mentors, to be present, I'm sure that's added boost for you.
That's right. Kaya naman, mas nakakasigla maglaro kung alam mong has buong family mo. Tapos yung coach mo na nagturo sa'yo ng volleyball is also here present to support you and the rest of your squad.
Kaya iba yung yung reaction niya after that 1-2 play a while ago. But Mark Espejo this time getting a point for Cignal as they score back-to-back points and even things up at 8 apiece. And speaking of EJ Casanya, he's at the service line. Played for Navy Sea Lions last conference before switching teams here to Cignal. It's sent back. This will be an easy over. Chance for the HD Spikers. They go to Bugawan and they connect.
You know what I like about the game that Cignal is showing us right now is EJ Casanya really activating all of his spikers early into this first set. Kaya naman if you look at the body language of the Cotabato squad, nako-confuse na yung kanilang mga blockers kung kanino ibibigay ni EJ yung bola. Not to mention that they have a good first ball and their defense also, talking about Cignal squad, is intact right now. So their teamwork, good play, good game here by Cignal.
And easily a turn of events here in set number 1. Mapapatawag ng timeout si Coach OG Mamon as we listen in.
Yung play kasi wala tayong pasa. Ha? Pagka ganon, dun sa madali ka makakaset, madali rin makakapalo naman. Atras naman siya eh. Oo, ha? Kung iba-backset mo pa, ang layo, tapos wala sa pwesto. Huwag kayo magbigay ng short na ganun. Targetin mo na lang, ibigay mo na lang sa setter para out of system na sila, ha? O, sige. Mads, kailangan ka namin na pag hindi ka magbablock, kasama ka sa depensa, ha? Tatlong volley na lalagdag sa area mo, ha?
Able to cut it down to 1 point lang, but ngayon na nga, usually may sagot kagad yung Cignal whenever they commit an error. Now we saw that coming off from that attack by JP Bugawan.
Yeah, Cotabato was the one that started this one, then the momentum switched to Cignal.
Right, and kasi nga ito, nagiging matibay yung first ball and defense nitong Cignal squad. Kaya naman yung mga sets ni EJ Casanya, talagang nabibigay niya sa kanyang mga spikers. Nakikita niya kung nakapwesto ba yung spiker or hindi.
And another point for the HG Spikers with that service ace mula kay Mark Espejo. Magkalituhan dun si Mendiola and Medina on the receiving end. So it's 12-9 here in set number 1. Another ace for Mark Espejo.
Back-to-back service ace by Mark Espejo. Actually, ang ganda ng target niya sa service. Kaya naman naguguluhan nitong Cotabato squad. But if you're the libero of Cotabato squad, usually inaako mo na eh. Mas malaki yung space mo dapat sa first ball. But sa lakas na nga lang ng service itong ni Mark Espejo na bumabagal sa pwesto itong first ball receivers ng Cotabato.
Better received that time around, pero medyo free ball din to for Cignal, and Miguel takes advantage.
Of course, there was only one blocker in front of Miguel. That was Mas Gampong, only the blocker on the side of Cotabato. Take a look at this. Kahit ang laki ng space ni Miguel on the cross court, dun pa rin niya sa down the line dinala yung kanyang atake. And now Cignal is in a comfortable lead with 5 points.
14-9 Cignal, threatening to pull away here in set number 1. But it's Espejo who ends that run of his own with that service error.
Espejo so far has 5 points coming up from 3 attacks and 2 service ace, and Bugawan, also one of their top scorers, with 4 points for this first set.
10-14 is the score. Medyo over-received, nagawan ng paraan. It's sent back. And I believe it didn't go over for Cignal. Yeah, that was way below the net for Wendell Miguel. And back-to-back points for AMC Cotabato. So Magaysay continues to serve. A short serve. Casanya backsets to Marasigan. And Silang was there. Medina will toss it to Umandal. The drop saved by Miguel. Marasigan again. And it's outside for Cignal.
There was no block touch there on the opposite attack of Isay Marasigan. But we have a challenge now from the Cignal squad. They want to check if there was a net touch during that last play.
Trying to save that point wherein Marasigan sent the ball out. So they're hoping to see if meron bang black shirt na humawak sa net on that instance. Our first challenge of this game so far. But this is what we were talking about, Paneng, diba? Cignal, fourth finals appearance, looking for their sixth title. They stay composed.
Right.
They're able to just withstand the pressure from the get-go.
Mukhang there was no net touch. That was a successful challenge by Coach Dex Clamor.
So point remains with the Cotabato Spikers. That's 3 straight points now para sa Cotabato. Sumagaysay with a serve. Casanya will pop it up to Bugawan.
That was a good set by EJ Casanya. Really waiting for the approach of JP Bugawan. Parang hindi pang quick yung approach na yun ni JP. Take a look at this. Ang taas ng kanyang talon.
Wow.
Ang taas ng set in the middle ni EJ. But he was able to adjust for that quick attack.
Yung taas ng set, you would think parang medyo combination pa nga yun.
Oo.
Pupunta, aakyat si Miguel, but then it was Bugawan who went up and spiked that ball away. 3-point lead for Cignal. Make that 4 after the error. Wala kay Jao Umandal.
Medyo na ilang sa blockers doon si Jao Mandal.
4-point lead for the Cignal HG Spikers as we reach the second technical timeout. Inside the Rizal Memorial Coliseum in this game number 1 of the finals between AMC Cotabato and the Cignal HG Spikers. It's the guys in white who are ahead by 4 points. Silang sets up Umandal. And ball is into the stands after that powerful spike from Jao Umandal. Hinihintay natin yun, Paning.
That's right. Actually, kanina, nabanggit natin na medyo tinetest pa niya yung blockers niya. He has 2 tall blockers in front of him with Peter Torres and Isay Marasigan. But that time, during yung kanyang open attack na yun, worked well for him. Cross-court attack, hindi na nakadepensa doon ang Cignal.
Service error for Mads Gampong. What could have been a kickstarter for their momentum after that spike ni Umandal. Pero mapipigilan yan. And a couple of players checking in for Cignal, Alfred Valbuena and Jewel Asia coming in for Casanya and Marasigan respectively. And Coach Oji will respond with Vince Mangulabnan checking in alongside Steven Roeder.
Both squads or both coaches are actually wanting to have a full front row attackers for their squad. Kaya naman dito nakikita natin mga double substitutions.
17-13 is the score. Over-received, regalo para kay Valbuena, and that's his first point immediately after coming in the game.
Right, kaya hindi na rin yun nahabol ni Steven Roller yung defense ni Medina, but this is a good substitution by Coach Dex Clamor.
Masaya naman dun, no? Kakapasok mo lang, may regalo ka na agad.
Confidence booster actually for Valbuena.
18-13. Mangulabnan, back sets to Umandal. Sharp angle. And another point for Jao Umandal.
Scores that cross-court attack by Jao Mandal. Nakita na niya na late na doon or wala nang cross-court block in front of him. Kaya doon na niya diniretso yung kanyang palo.
Umandal will be the one to serve. 14-18. Medyo may onting agwat between these two teams.
Good first ball.
Ooh. Denied by Rex Intal, who has been blocking his former teammates in this match. Right,
and that was a good read by Rex Intal. Para alam na niya na pag maganda talaga yung first ball ng Cignal, siniset ng kanilang setters ng Cignal yung kanilang mga middle attackers.
15-18 is the score. Umandal with a serve. Asia pops it up to Miguel. Bit flat on the attack. Mangulabnan goes back row. And Espejo able to get a touch, but that sails out.
This is a good run by the Cotabato squad. They were able to cut the lead of Cignal to only 2 points. That was a good back row attack by Jao Mandal. We know that he is dead in the front row and in the back row.
Yeah.
Kaya naman, maganda yung set na yon.
And immediately, Coach Dex sends in his starters, Isay Marasigan and EJ Casania, back on the floor. Cotabato just trailing by 2. Umandal able to get that serve through. Torres, that drops.
Gandang bawi na yon ni Torres on the running back quick. Take a look at that. There's only one blocker in front of him in Medina. Parang madami na tayo nakikita na single block lang
no?
sa mga spikers ng Cignal. So, dito natin nakikita na yung settings ng EJ Catania, it's really working for their squad.
Yeah. And an ace para kay Wendell Miguel. I was gonna ask what that means, that they're able to activate different attackers, but you mentioned EJ Casania has been doing a tremendous job, which prompts another timeout for Coach Oji Mamon. Silipin natin yung service ace na yun. Coach Oji, siya na lang yung kumuha nun, and a timeout for Cotabato.
Ang layo pinanggagalingan ng bola, malayo. Ha? Tahiya mo na yan. Pressure game lang to. Habulin nyo yan bago madagdagan yung score nila. Tigda 2, tigda 3 puntos kunin natin. Ha?
Sige lang, bawi tayo, bawi.
So far, the Cignal HG Spikers already has 3 service ace for this first set. Yan. Nakakadami na nga na service aces itong Cignal right in the zone 6 or middle ng receive formation nitong Cotabato.
And we were talking about how Cignal was varying their attacks. You have the numbers, Paning, on how they've been efficient so far in their attacking.
So far, itong Cignal has 14 successful attacks on 28 attempts. That's 50% sa kanilang mga atake. And Cotabato is 7 successful attacks over 19 attempts. So that's 37% for this first set.
We'll make that 8 out of 20 after the attack ng Cotabato on that previous play. But still, Cignal with the advantage on that department. And as you mentioned, yung aces din, 3 na for Cignal, wala pa for Cotabato. Espejo gets the point. Umandal was right there on the position. Ilang niya nakuha yun.
Medyo nag-iba yung speed ng attack na yun ni Mark Espejo kasi nag-check yun ni Steven Roller and ni Sumagaysay. Kaya medyo na-late sa pwesto on the defense doon si Jao Mandal.
Back to a 4-point lead for the HD Spikers. It's Alexis Faitarin checking in for some serving duties. (21-17) here in set number 1. Bit of a comfortable lead right now for Cignal, whereas Faitarin checks in. He commits a service error. Starters back as well for Coach Oji Mamon. Chris Silang and Mads Gampong trying to crawl their way back up here in set number 1. Casania goes to Bugawan again. There's been a couple of those, no, Paning, na nandun naman sila sa position, hindi lang nila naaangat na maayos.
Doon mo mas masasabi na medyo shaky talaga yung defense nitong Cotabato squad. Dahil na-check na yon ni Sumagaysay sa quick attack ni JP Bugawan, but yun nga lang, hindi ready yung defense ng Cotabato.
Good serve there. Umandal from the back. Cignal will look to take advantage, but that one hits the antenna. And a point para sa Cotabato.
Medyo nanggigil na doon sa attack si Marcus Peo. Nakita niya open block na naman on the open. Take a look at this. That was a good set by EJ Casanya, but too much of an angle for down the line attack by Mark Espejo, hitting the antenna.
Cotabato can't afford to just exchange points, not this part of the set. They're still down by 3, and Cignal only needing 3 more points. And that's good timing on the block of Cotabato.
That was Sumagaysay and Mads Gampong, who helped with the blocking on that open attack by Isay Marasigan. Kaya naman napatimeout dito si Coach Dex Clamor. Let's listen in.
Balls. Tsagain natin. Okay? So 3 spikers mo naman. Pasahan. Pag nakikita mong dumidikit dito, pwede mo yung ginagawa natin palagi. Na B, C, tapos single block na si Mark. Okay? Basta pasahan ng maganda. Pasahan ng maganda. Pwedeng mahabang B. Okay? Proper execution. Oh.
So, ma'am, yung sakto na lang sa'yo, Wendell, ha? Malaki na sa'yo.
Go.
Tiwala! Cignal!
Timeout called by the Cignal HC Spikers after Cotabato scoring 2 consecutive points to cut the lead down to 2.
That was a clear instructions or timeout from Coach Dex Clamor na kailangan muna nilang magkaroon ng good first ball para ma-execute yung play nila.
Yeah. Let's see if they're able to receive well. Oh, that's inside. Called by the linesman. A judgment call also for Sumanggid if he was gonna get that or not.
Yeah, kasi kung nakita mo parang yung direction ng bola is pa-outside na eh. But last minute, nag-drop yun sa dulo ng court ng Cignal.
And just like that, the lead is cut down to 1. Medina continues to serve 21-22. Casanya goes to Espejo and finally breaks that dry spell of Cignal.
That was actually not the perfect first ball from the Cignal squad, but still, nagawan pa rin yun ng paraan ni EJ na iset ng maayos kay Mark Espejo on the opposite, only leaving 1 blocker in front of him. That was an easy point for their squad. And now Mark Espejo, who already has 2 service aces in the service area. But that was outside. It was actually a good target. Zone 5 ng Cotabato received pattern, but yun nga lang, that was too much of an angle or was overcooked. That was a free point for Cotabato.
Cotabato, 1 point behind. Sumagaysay with the serve. Casanya chooses Bugawan. And again, the adjustment, the athleticism, and the air time for JP Bugawan.
Grabe yung hang time niya in the middle. Parang alam natin yung mga middle attackers yung mabibilis pumasok or hindi naman ganun kataas yung talon. But if we look at JP Bugawan, parang pang wing spiker yung approach niya yung talon, no? Kaya naman nahihirapan yung mga blockers ng Cotabato.
Just like that, he sends Cignal to set point. Let's see if Cotabato can respond. They go to Umandal. It was blocked. And set number 1 goes to the Cignal HC Spiker here on One Sports Plus. Thank you for joining us. Dip Dipianco alongside Paning, Mercado, Deconic Swarter calling this match. And Dorin Suwaybagi with us on the sidelines. It's a point for the HC Spikers to start us off. That was Mark Espejo off the block. And Cotabato will respond right away to tie things up.
Of course, that was Jao Mandal from the open attack. That was a good first ball. Sa kanya sinet yung bola. Only 1 blocker in front of him.
One all here in set number 2. Oh, that's an awkward setup for Cignal. Here comes Medina.
Oh!
Sumobra yung atake niya dun.
Sumabay na yung blockers ng Cignal sa pasok on the quick ni Sumagaysay. Actually, wala nang blockers in front of Medina, but hindi lang niya na time na maayos yung open attack na yun.
So 1 point lead for the HC Spikers in the early goings of set number 2. Silang back sets to Gampong. Easy pickup for Espejo. Here comes Marasigan. And another point for Cignal.
Actually, Chris Silang is already on the right position for that cross-court attack of Isay Marasigan. Actually, if you look at that replay, ang layo ng inikot ni Isay for that opposite approach. But he was able to attack that cross-court. Oh, almost an ace.
Way pang bola. Free ball ang ibibigay ng Cotabato. Casanya sends it to the left. It's kept alive. Miguel again will try. And the drop works.
I think that was the first drop ball that we saw from Miguel. Sakto lang sa gilid ng kanyang mga blockers. Ang layo ng depensa ni Medina for that drop ball.
Right. Just finding that spot on the side of Cotabato. And a 4-1 lead for Cignal. That one sails out. Same as what happened on set number 1. Espejo serving well to give them a lead, but ends with that service error.
But still, this is a good start for the Cignal squad.
Casanya goes to Espejo, but it's outside. No touch, says our first referee.
That was a back-to-back error from Mark Espejo. 2 free points for the Cotabato squad, and now they're able to cut down the lead of Cignal by only 1 point.
Here comes Marasigan.
Isay Marasigan using the hands of Rexental for that point. Take a look at this. Humabol lang doon si Rex for the cross-court attack. Kaya naman yung direction ng bola with that check ball, medyo pataas na and pa-outside ng court. Kaya naman hindi na nakuha ng kanyang teammates for the second ball.
But this is different than compared to set number 1, Paneng. No? Yung Cotabato, medyo lumamang sila ng onte to start the match. And Cignal at around the 10-point mark, dun sila kumawala and never look back. But right now, it's still a close set number 2. Cotabato just behind by 1.
Coming off from that service error ni JP Bugawan.
Gampong will be the one to serve. Sharp serve. Here comes Miguel with the approach. And the point once again for Cignal.
Now we see Miguel variating his attacks. Kanina nung first set, parang diretso lang yung kanyang mga attacks sa down the line or cross court. But this time, nakakasabay na kasi yung blockings ng Cotabato. Kaya we saw a lot of double blocks from their side. But Miguel, being a smart attacker, variating his attacks. May drop ball siya, tapos may off the block na attack.
Medina is rejected. And the HE Spikers are on a roll.
But there was a net touch called by the second referee. So the point will go to Cotabato.
Right. Let's take a look at that once again. Taplis lang, no?
Parang hindi pa natin yung nakita kung sino ba yung nag-net violation.
A lucky break for Cotabato. They could have been behind by 3 points. Casanya goes back row to Marasigan. And again, that's the point.
Again, using the hands of his blocker, coming up from that back row attack by Isay Marasigan. Easy point for the Cignal HD Spikers. Have to give credit to that good first ball of Mark Espejo. Saktong-sakto lang kay EJ Casanya on the middle.
Seven serving 5 here in set number 2. It's Miguel on deck. Silang goes to Sumagaysay, one of the rare middle attacks to Intal rather.
Yeah, but you have to give credit also to the good first ball of Jao Mandal. Medyo hindi ganun kadami yung nakikita nating sakto na first ball ng Cotabato sa kanilang setter. Kaya naman yung set na yon, kay Rexental and the quick back attack.
Casania was able to force a net violation. The adjustment working to the side of Cignal. And we reached the first technical timeout. 8-6 is our score. Naka-warm up siya with the team and he's ready to go.
Yeah, he looks ready to play for the Cotabato squad. Kanina we saw coming from that timeout na kinakausap na ni Coach Oji itong
Peter Torres will be the one to serve for Cignal. That's an error. But going back to that report no, si John Vic obviously wants to play. Kating-kating na rin yan maglaro for Cotabato.
Nakita natin from the sides, medyo nag-warm up na rin siya doon. Especially if you're in the finals, talaga yung intensity mo and your willingness to play is ang taas.
Oh. Everyone wants to play in the finals, basically. As simple as that. Mark Espejo getting a point for Cignal.
That was a good drop ball by Mark Espejo.
Nine serving 7 in favor of Cignal. Here comes Umandal. Another point for Jao Mandal. But do you think Cotabato could actually go more to Jao Mandal para hindi pa ganun kapulido yun yung pagpunta sa kanya this game so far?
Yeah, actually, yung setter nitong Cotabato, si Chris Silang, trying to activate his middle blockers. But yun nga lang, yung kanilang first ball and defense is hindi siya ganun ka-steady for this game. Kaya nahihirapan siyang i-distribute yung kanyang mga bola or kanyang set sa attackers.
At one is picked up by Cotabato and there was another error on the side of Cotabato. Sayang, no? One of the rare times this game na nakuha nila yung atake ni Bugawan.
Oo, and that was actually a good intention by Sumagaysay na confused mo niya yung blockers ng Cignal dahil pumasok siya on the middle. But yun nga lang yung block na yun nag-cause ng net violation for their squad. And that service error from Mark Espejo giving a free point to the Cotabato squad. They only lead by 1 point to this second set.
Nine serving 10. It's Sumagaysay on deck to serve. Casania goes middle again. And ultra-efficient JP Bugawan continues to score.
Take a look at this approach by JP Bugawan. Taas ng elevation niya on the middle attack.
Two-point lead for Cignal. One hand set, does not work. Chance for the HE Spikers. Balik sa Cotabato ang bola, Gampong. And that's a point for Cotabato.
Of course, Mads Gampong, one of the go-to spikers for the Cotabato squad. Take a look at this. That was a good cross-court attack. And Marcus Peos was not expecting that strong cross-court attack by Mads Gampong.
And it's Gampong to serve outside. No, whenever Cotabato could actually spark a run, there it's being hindered by either a service error and net violation. And na nga, yung binabanggit sa ating Doreen, John Vic de Guzman seeing action for the first time. It's been a while since we saw him suit up for AMC Cotabato. Again, this team was formed just late last year when they joined the PNDF Champions League, where they also reached the semis. Well, let's see what impact he can bring. Mangulabnan goes to Mandal mula sa likod. Medyo alanganin ang atake na yun. It's a 3-point lead for Cignal.
That was a mistimed attack by Jao Mandal from the back row. Kita natin yung direction ng talon niya. Is instead na paharap, medyo paside yung approach ni Jao Mandal. Kaya naman na hindi maganda yung contact na yon sa bola.
Serving 10, another good serve. Jao gustong bumawi sa likod. Checked once again. Here comes Medina. Picked up by Espejo. Torres with the offhand. John Vic will send it over easily. Casania throws it to Miguel. And finally a point for Cotabato.
That was a good double block by De Guzman and Rex Ental. Take a look at this. Perfect timing there. No coverage for the side of Cignal.
Cotabato trailing by 2. Good first ball. 1-2 play again. This time read by Cotabato. Umandal was checked. Jao ulit. Denied. Third try. Binigay na lang ni Mangulabnan. Casania tosses it to Miguel. And almost kept alive, but it drops.
That was a good cover by Mendiola, the libero of Cotabato, coming up from that attack ni Jao Mandal. But this time, only one blocker for Wendell in the open. Kaya naman di na napwestuhan na maayos in the defense nitong Cotabato.
And some swag from Wendell Miguel. Light work after getting that attack. 14-11 is the score. Vince throws it to Jao.
Isay
Popped up
was
by
there.
Marasigan. Espejo with the attack. Intal wanted that one. But apologizes quickly after that attack error.
Yeah, medyo alam na niya dahil ang baba ng kuha niya doon sa bola for that drop ball. It was actually a good intention by Rex Umandal because there was only one blocker in front of him. Kaya naman ang laki ng space dun sa down the line niya or sa cross court, but yung nga lang hindi niya na-timingan ng maayos for that drop ball.
Medyo mahirap din kasi yung angle
Oo.
from where the ball came from. And right now it's a 4-point lead for the HG Spikers. Good read. Wala kay Vince Lorenzo. Rex Intal will be the one to serve. His team still trailing by 3 in set number 2. Sumanggid with a good first ball mula sa likod. Miguel has been a go-to here for Casania and it's been working, Paneng.
Yeah, and maganda yung bawi na yon ni Miguel. Nag-service error siya, but this time, good back row attack. And now, sends his team to second technical timeout with 16-12. The lead of Cignal to only 3 points. Kaya naman ito si Coach Oji. Babalik na naman niya yung kanilang starting setter na si Chris Silang and si Mads Gampong. Full front row for the Cotabato squad.
They need more from Jao Mandal and the rest of Cotabato, but good short stint for John Vic de Guzman, at least getting a feel of how it is back on the floor. At the net, that's still good. Legal yun. But Cotabato will try to attack. Medyo mataas yun for Gampong. Casania's attack doesn't drop. Umandal's turn. Balik sa Cignal. EJ to Bugawan. It's kept alive. Rally still ongoing. Espejo, and down it goes.
Ang bilis ng balikan ng bola na yun from that last play. Sumagaysay, na late na siya sa block ng cross court. Now take a look at this. Kasi si JP Bugawan is in the front row. So we saw na ang sipag pumasok ni JP on the middle. And yung timing niya on the quick is different from the rest of the middle attackers. Kaya naman binabantayan ni Sumagaysay, not just EJ Casania, who does want to play and even jump set, but also JP Bugawan in the middle.
EJ Casania playing with extreme confidence, and we all know why. It's another timeout for the Cotabato Spikers as we listen in to this huddle.
Di ba alam niyo naman yung panuntunan ko sa paglalaro? One is to give your 100%. Coach Sergio is asking for 110%. Pero yung second na panuntunan, matuto kayo, nagkamali kayo, correct nyo. Ano yung effective? Continue with what effective. Effective pa ba? Hindi kayo nag-a-adjust. Yung pangatlo, frustrated kayo eh. Ano ba dapat yung pangatlo? You should be enjoying the game. Anong i-enjoy nyo kung pagkakamali?
And timeout called by Coach Oji Mamon. And trying to remind itong Cotabato Spikers, ano ba yung mga basic rules niya, no? They need to give 100%. He's not seeing that right now from his players.
Yes, and if you look at the Cotabato squad, medyo parang down sila for this second set. And dahil ang laki na nung lamang ng Cignal, kaya nahihirapan makabawi or makakuha ng puntos itong Cotabato. And nakikita na natin yung frustration ng ibang players actually. This is not a good sign for Cotabato, lalo pag magkanya-kanya na sila.
I think that's always been based on the games of Cotabato. They can get frustrated easily with their body language. Again, this is a team that was formed late last year. Compared to Cignal na grabe na rin yung pinagsamahan yan, Paning.
Ilang years na rin sila magkakasama. And ang dami na din ng finals appearance. So parang this is not a new environment for Cignal. But for the side naman of Cotabato, it's their debut conference. And nakapasok sila kagad sa finals. So they have a lot to show actually dahil kaya naman nila. As long as they play as one unit, mag-communicate sila and stick to their game plan, makakasunod sila and definitely makakakuha din ng set or even win this game 1 of the finals.
Very talented squad. But of course, pagdating sa finals, no excuses na eh. Diba? Kailangan you give your all.
Yes, all out ka na talaga dapat. And pag lumalaki yung lamang ng kalaban mo, there's no reason for you to give up. As much as possible, get 1 point at a time. Huwag nyo i-pressure yung sarili nyo because pag na-pressure na kayo, dun na kayo mahihirapan din maglaro.
Tignan natin if they will be able to respond or bounce back. They're still down by 6 points here as we take a look at Tamozi Ravenna. You also see Sir Ricky Palou.
Finally, much needed point for Cotabato coming from that opposite attack of Mats Gampong. Si Jao, kinakausap niya yung sarili niya para siguro mabalik yung kaya niyang yung laro na kaya niya and makatulong pa ng mas madami for their squad.
Bugawan again, getting the point. It's been the same thing that's working. And why fix it if it's not broken, right?
Right, and we see the effectiveness and the quick attack of JP Bugawan. Take a look at this. That was good connection by EJ Casanya and JP in the middle.
(21 serving 15). What has been a more comfortable set number 2. Balik sa Cotabato ang bola. Silang, upset, Medina. Able to score off the block.
Good off the block attack by Medina on the open. Take a look at this. Makikita mo yung direction ng palo niya. Simpalabas. Waiting for the hands of Isay Marasigan for that down the line block.
Gampong with the serve. Casanya goes to Torres and it's sent back. I think if Marasigan didn't get it, would have been out, no?
Oo. Pero, taas na intensity ni Isay ngayon eh, di ba?
Saka reflexes na yun.
Oo. That was good block by Rexental.
Back-to-back points for Cotabato, but they still find themselves trailing by 4. Inangat kay Miguel.
You have to give credit to that set of EJ Casanya. Confusing the block of Cotabato. Akala niya isi-set niya sa running kay Torres. Kaya naman nakita mo si Rex Intal. Papunta na doon sa direction ni Torres. But sinet ni EJ Casanya kay Miguel on the open, leaving only 1 block in front of him.
Cotabato hasn't really had answers, no, on how to read the attacks of Cignal. But they're able to read that one as another service error for Cignal. Gives a free point to Cotabato. What's making it hard for Cotabato, Paning, to be able to read both in blocking? Kasi diba, nabanggit mo nga, mostly single blocks yung nakikita natin. And even on the reception, what's making it hard for them?
Well, first, dahil we kept on saying na coming on first set is maayos yung first ball nitong Cignal and defense nila. Kaya naman, every time na nagsiset si EJ Casanya, na-fake niya.
Yeah.
Nakakaroon siya ng mga fake sets na hindi mabantayan ng Cotabato. Kaya naman yung defense pattern nila nababasag din. Talking
right.
about Cotabato because ang hirap pumwesto ng mabilis if madaming kambutas on the blocking.
Kumbaga hindi rin predictable no, yung atake ng Cignal. That's why Cotabato doesn't know ano ba yung dapat natin i-prioritize sa depensa. And another timeout call by Coach OG Mamon as we listen in.
Anong papapalo mo kay Rexy? Running? Hindi ka magra-running?
Running.
Okay. Receivean nyo, dalhin nyo sa gitna o kaya bandang kanan. Daw. Dalawahin ka man dito, be wise naman, hindi puro lakas. Kasi wala pa rin yung pinalo mong malalakas na baon, wala naman 2 points eh. Same lang nung tinapik lang ni Wewe, 1 point, parehong 1 point. Doon tayo sa effective, hindi yung sa showy, fancy, malakas. Maganda tignan, pero hindi nakakatulong sa atin. Hindi ba natapos sa 23?
Coach OG again with his words of sticking to the fundamentals. Doesn't have to be flashy, Paneng, basta effective.
Yes, and actually nabanggit na rin niya, yung gusto niya makita sa kanyang mga spikers is yung variation ng attack nila. Because kahit gaano kalakas yung palo mo or gaano kahina yan, if you have a good placement and good intention na makakuha ng puntos, 1 point pa rin naman.
That's what his team needs to remind themselves that they need to score points no matter how. Diba? Basta kailangan basic lang. Kagaya ng mga ganong atake na classic na binibigay ni Rex Intal, whether he's in Cignal or in Cotabato.
Oo, basta may good first ball ang Cotabato. Masiset yan na maayos ni Chris Silang and ma-activate na lahat ng spikers na. But coming to the second set, medyo nahihirapan sila on that eh.
Good hands also sa aking partner na si Paning for catching that and saving me once again.
Papunta sa atin yung bola na yun eh.
Espejo says, let's try to end this second set already. Puts them at set point, 24-19.
Let's take a look at this one more time. Again, Sumagaysay late on the cross-court block. Leaving only one blocker, Chris Silang on the open.
Ito gustong pabawiin ni Coach Dexter Clamor, si Alexis Faitaren who committed that service error back in set number 1. Let's see if he's able to deliver. Cignal with 5 set points. Almost an ace. Silang upset, umandal. Popped up by Miguel, but there seems to be a net violation on the part of the AC Spikers.
Yeah, I think it was either JP Bogawan or Mark Espejo who committed that net violation. Take a look at this.
Sa pagland, no?
Oo, sa pagland. As triple block on Jao Mandal.
Well, Coach Dex doesn't want any room for Cotabato to operate or find themselves climbing back in this set. Natawag siya ng timeout.
Pag dito pumunta yung bola, sistema. Pumunta sistema pa rin. Sigampong sa'yo, Mark.
Opo, ganda ang play natin, Coach.
Hindi, bilang.
Saan ka ba sa dulo ka?
Dito eh.
Zero tempo.
Ay, favorite. Go.
Papasukin mo ako B3, bigay mo kay Alfred.
Oh, yeah. Favorite nga. Puso. Basta sistema. Pag doon yung pasa dito. Pag ito yung pasa doon, ha? Mark, isa na lang yan. Last one. Last one.
Alam mong matagal na sila magkasama pag hindi na binubuo ni Coach Dexter yung sentences niya. Gets na nila eh.
Favorite na lang daw. Favorite play nila. So ano kaya yung favorite play na yun?
Hindi natin alam yun, Paning, pero malalaman natin in a few seconds.
Yeah, if they get a good first ball, for sure yung favorite play nila, yung i-execute nila dito.
Chris Silang with a serve. Espejo with the first ball. Babalik kay Mark. Another chance for Cignal. Asia goes to Miguel. And that's outside. I'm sure hindi yun yung favorite nila.
Pwede din dahil parang narinig ko rin kanina yung play should be quick and open. Coming out from the timeout of Dex Clamor rather.
Yeah, they didn't want that service, that attack error rather. And Cotabato within 3 points. Silang has to serve flawlessly all throughout this set. The remainder of this set. 21-24. Good serve. Casanya goes to Marasigan. Popped up by Silang. Medina upset to Umandal and he scores.
Yan yung sinasabi ni Coach OG Mamon from his timeout. Is I-variate nila yung attack nila. You can use the hands of your blockers. Now clearly, Jao Mandal swiping his attack off from the hands of EJ Casanya.
22-24. Another good serve for Silang. Is that inside? Yes, it is. CJ Casanya with a heads-up play to end set number 2 and give Cignal a 2-set advantage. And the cutouts of the players continue to be raised. Premier Volleyball League, diba? Game number 3. Pupunta sila sa game number 3 tomorrow.
Yes, on the finals of the PBL.
And then this time around, it's game number 1 here at the men's edition, Spikers Turf Open Conference. Set number 3 underway here on One Sports Plus. Thank you again for joining us, Dip Dipianco, alongside Paneng de Konig-Swarter, calling this match with Doreen Suway Baguio on the sidelines. If we look back at the semis, nasa loob na si John Vic de Guzman for Cotabato. Yung semis matchup nila, which happened just 2 days ago.
Yes, last Monday.
Dito rin yun sa Rizal. Yung set number 3, nakaisa yung Cotabato.
Oo.
Doon sila nakakuha ng set win against Cignal. Let's see if they will be able to do the same, but they really have no choice because their backs are against the wall in game number 1. Wanting to extend this match, let's see. They try to go to Umandal and he gets the point to start this one.
Good start for the Cotabato squad. Like what you mentioned, we're seeing John Vic de Guzman starting for this third set for Cotabato. Medyo may gigil yung back row attack na yun ni Jao Mandal.
Pati si Lloyd Josafat, no, nasa loob na ng court for the first time. But Bugawan has been high and mighty in this ball game.
Really unstoppable for this game. Take a look at this change of direction of the attack of JP Bugawan. Nakita na niya, 2 tall blockers in front of him. Ang ganda ng timing ni Josafat and ni John Vic de Guzman for the block. But iniwas ni Bugawan yung atake na yon.
Ibang klase yung vertical nitong si JP Bugawan. Seemingly like a springboard whenever he jumps. And Espejo gets the lead for Cignal.
And the top scorer for the Cignal squad, Mark Espejo. That is his 15th point for this game. Followed by Bugawan with 9 points.
Casanya, the one who got that last point for Cignal in set number 2, is serving. And Josafat able to get a point.
It's a good start for Josafat here with that quick attack.
Coach Oji turning to some of his second stringers, no? Dahil kailangan niyang humanap ng mas maraming puntos. Cignal only needs to look for these key guys. Mark Espejo gets another point.
That was actually not good placement on the attack of Mark Espejo. Hindi ganun kalakas yung palo niya, but he was very smart of using the hands of his blockers, just swiping his opposite attack from the hands of Jao Mandal.
Three serving 2 here in set number 3. Espejo's serve again sails out. And after starting out well with the aces, no, he's been getting a couple of errors as well.
Also for the whole Cignal squad, no second set pa lang, they had 6 service errors versus 1 lang ng Cotabato.
Josafat with a serve. One of the few times that Bugawan was checked. Ililipat sa kabila kay Marasigan. Here comes De Guzman. Sent back.
That was a good timed block by Miguel and Bugawan on the opposite attack. There was no coverage for the side of Cotabato. Lahat masyado naka-forward. Walang naiwan sa likod for the long ball.
Bugawan will be the one to serve. And it's short. 3-point for Cotabato. Tires this game up at 4 apiece.
Back-to-back service errors for Cignal. Giving 2 free points for Cotabato.
We've talked about what Cignal was able to do correctly the first 2 sets. How about for Cotabato? Ano ba yung kailangan nilang gawin to overtake? What do you see yung kailangan nilang i-prioritize muna to fix this one?
Well, definitely, wag silang ma-pressure.
Yeah.
We know that they're down by 2 sets, and this is an important game because it's game 1 of the finals. But we saw the pressure and frustration from their squad nung second set. And now coming into the third set, medyo shuffle na ni Coach Oji Mamon yung kanyang lineup. They just need to play, they just need to stick to their game plan.
Yeah.
Huwag silang bumitaw doon sa, for sure, na pag-trainingan nila yon na aral nila kung anong klaseng laro meron itong Cignal. But pag nagsimula silang kumalas or magkanya-kanya, doon sila nahihirapan talaga.
Silang goes middle. Picked up once again by Cignal. Napag-usapan nga ni Coach Oji Mamon, no, yung kailangan nilang ibigay 100%. So you've yet to see that unless they actually get a set against Cignal. It's 5-all here in set number 3 as Espejo fails to get to that ball.
This is actually a good start for Cotabato. Dahil yun yung binanggit ni Coach Oji kanina second set is for them to variate their attack.
Right.
And so far, Jao Mandal, we're already seeing drop balls from him.
Miguel will attack. And that's gone. Another point for Cignal.
So far, itong Cignal, pag nakakommit sila ng errors, palaging may bawi kaagad sa next point. Now, we saw that from that attack ni Wendell Miguel.
No, because you really can't let the points slip away, you know? Yun yung ginagawa ng Cignal. Kaya na-manage nila. Even a while ago in set number 1 na medyo lumamang yung Cotabato, they were able to adjust right away.
That was a single block by Mark Espejo. From that running attack of Rex Intal. Medyo nagkakansyawan itong dalawang former teammates na to.
Oh, yung celebration na yun na kulang daw sa height si Rex Intal kahit na parang mas matangkad naman ata si Rex sa kanya, no? Silang goes to Medina and a point for Cotabato.
Now look at this open attack by Medina. Easy point for Cotabato. Now they were able to cut down the lead of Cignal by only 1 point. Rex Intal's in the service area.
It's 6-7. Casanya tosses it to Espejo. Sent back. Torres goes back row to Marasigan with the attack error.
It's a mistimed attack by Isay on the back row. Medyo nakita mo na ang baba ng contact niya doon sa bola. If you're in the back row, dapat yung palo is mahahaba. Huwag mo nang i-DN dahil for sure maninet yun.
7-all here in set number 3. Casanya gustong pabawiin si Torres and able to get that point. And Cignal once again sends us to the first technical timeout. They're up by 1, 8-7.
That it is really this conference when he is given his chance to show what he can do for Cignal. Itong tiwala daw na to ng teammates niya on top of the points for improvement given to him constantly by his coaches in Cignal are what Wendell credits for his stellar performance this conference. Dipan Paneng?
Thank you, Doreen, for that update. Again, Wendell Miguel, we've seen his growth in the Cignal HC Spikers squad, though. And you can argue that this is really one of the best, if not the best conference that he's had na talagang nagiging go-to siya in terms of scoring.
Actually, he was one of the top scorers nitong Cignal HD Spikers. Nung previous game nila against Cotabato, hindi mo mahalata na may ankle injury siya.
Yeah.
Nung game na yon, he got 11 points for that game. And coming into this game 1 of the finals, parang one day, isang araw lang yung pagitan, di ba? Pero ang ganda pa rin ang pinapakita niya all throughout. Not just on the front row, but also yung defense niya and first ball.
Oh, Torres able to dig that one and send it back to Cotabato. Pahirapan makapatay dito yung Cotabato. Here comes Espejo and down it goes for Mark Espejo.
Of course, the leading scorer, the go-to person for Cignal, itong si Mark Espejo. Very smart attacker. If you look at that,
How frustrating is that, Paning? No? Yung mga ganong atake ni Umandal, usually patay na yun eh. But then, Torres able to dig it, tapos napunta pa yung puntos sa Cignal.
kaya nga, dahil yun nga sinasabi ni Coach OG na kahit gaano kalakas yung palo mo, pag nakapwesto ng maayos naman yung depensa ng kalaban, for sure matataas nila yung bola.
Yeah. Balik ulit sa Cignal. Espejo, simple tip. Knew that the defense was not set up.
Right, lahat naka-forward eh. Dahil alam na nila na ita-drop ball yon ni Mark Espejo. But Mark being a smart attacker, tinulak niya sa zone 1 yung drop ball na yon.
Palitan ng tao dito for Coach OG Mamon as he sends in Vince Mangulabnan and Steven Roeder. But let's see if these guys can spark some energy on the side of Cotabato against Cignal. Trying to pull away here in set number 3, up by 4 points. It's 11-7. Torres with a serve. And it's an error.
Now, Steven Roller is in the service area for Cotabato. He scored 3 points last Monday against the Cignal HT Spikers during their semifinals match.
It's with Cotabato. And Josaphat able to get a point.
After that service error of Peter Torres, yung total service error na na-signal for this whole match is already at 13. That's a lot.
Yeah. And knowing that stat line, no, Cignal pa rin. Grabe yung advantage sa puntos.
Sa attack points, right? And also, yung kanilang mga blockings. And now, that's the 4th service error for Cotabato naman. After that service error for Roeder.
12 serving 9 here in set number 3. Casania on deck to serve. Medina with the first ball, and Lloyd again gets it through.
That's a good game that we're seeing from Josaphat so far for this 3rd set. Take a look at this. Good timing and good elevation on that quick attack.
If some of the starters can't really get the points in, diba? You rely on some of the players. Mga bunot ni Coach OG Mamon. Marasigan breaks the block.
Steven Roller was a bit far for that coverage. Take a look at this. It's a good open attack. Ang taas ng daan.
Yeah.
Yung atake na yon ni Isay Marasigan.
Espejo at the service line. Cignal ahead by 3 points. A good serve for Mark Espejo and another ace.
That's Mark's 3rd service ace for this game. Pag pumasok talaga yung service ni Mark Espejo, alam mong kargado eh. Kaya ang hirap pwestuhan sa
Sobra.
receive. kaya naman pag si Mark, kaya siguro kanina medyo napadami siya ng service error. Nahihirapan na siya mag-adjust na hinaan yung service niya.
High risk, high reward din kasi. No? Just as we mentioned, na ibalik lang sa service error itong si Mark Espejo.
But their squad is still up by 3 points. So far, Espejo already has 20 points coming off from 16 attacks, 1 block, and 3 service ace.
But this has been the lead most of the time for Cignal, which you would think for Cotabato, no? Kayang-kaya, but Cignal, this is just enough for them. They'd rather have this slim lead and take the win. But Umandal getting a rejection. And the lead is down to 2 points. 12-14 is the score. Casania upset Bugawan. Kahit anong ibigay mo kay JP, kahit na sumobra pa yan, offhand, he will take it.
Yeah, actually, that was not one of the best sets ni EJ Casania kay JP Bugawan, but because of JP's athleticism and yung elevation and hang time, especially on that quick attack, naka-adjust pa siya doon using his left hand.
Anong kailangan natin i-check kung may invisible cape pa tong si JP Buga? Lumilipad eh.
Oo nga eh.
Roeder able to get that point. And that's what you do, right? You have to build this confidence as someone who has only played a few times here in the Philippines. I'm sure naninibago rin siya sa environment.
Oo. And actually, itong si Steven Roeder, hindi siya ganun ka-explosive when it comes to attacking. Mabagal siyang mag-approach and even his block. Pero once na mapwestuhan niya na maayos, nakakapunto siya. Easy point for him in the squad.
Espejo sends us to the second tech. The Memorial Coliseum, it's Cignal. Still with a 3-point advantage over the AMC Cotabato Spikers. Here in set number 3, looking to sweep this one in the game 1 of the finals. They go to Umandal, and that's in between Marasigan and Espejo.
Medyo nagtinginan na lang doon ng defense itong si Isay and si Mark Espejo. Take a look at this. Only one blocker in front of Jao Mandal.
Two-point lead ang hinahabol ng Cotabato. A costly service error for Jao Umandal. They can't afford to have those anymore, Paning.
Yeah, we know na onti lang actually yung service errors itong Cotabato. Pero they are the ones who was down by 2 sets, who needs to score right now because 3 points ang lamang nitong Cignal. Whenever you're in the service area, you can't take your time because you have 8 seconds there before you legally serve the ball.
Again, this time Umandal scores from the back row.
Bumawi naman kagad doon si Jao Mandal. Take a look at this. That was a good set by Mangulabnan on the back row for Jao.
Something that could energize this Cotabato. They need everything. Throw all the bullets they've got before it's too late. Casanya, inangat kay Torres. The running attack is set back by Wewe Medina.
There was actually 3 Cignal players near that ball, pero no one really attempted to get that coverage. It's a good single block by Medina.
Intal will be the one to serve. 1-point game. EJ to Espejo and gets a touch from the blockers of Cotabato.
Ang taas ng daan na yon ng bola, ng attack of Mark Espejo on the open. He has 2 tall blockers. He has Josapat and Roller. Take a look at this. Pinadaplis niya sa fingertips ni Josapat for that cross court.
Torres serving 18-16. Lorenzo with the first ball. Vince with a no-look set. But Bugawan says, I can see where you're bringing the ball.
Ang ganda ng timing ni JP Bugawan na kahit medyo nag-fake set pa doon si Magulabnan. Take a look at this. Perfect timing, perfect mark for that single block.
Yun yung sinasabi ni Coach Oji, no need to be fancy. We need to be more effective. Cignal now up by 3. Vince goes to Mandal, picked up by Torres. Marasigan. Espejo will give it easily. Chance for Cotabato, and they go to Lloyd. Josapat.
It's a good quick attack from Josapat. Wala nang blocker, sumabay sa kanya dun eh. Hinayaan na lang yon ni JP Bugawan because he knows na late na rin siya. Hindi na siya nakasunod for that block.
2 points lang ang hinahabol ng Cotabato. Here comes Espejo again. And he scores off the block.
Whenever kailangan pumuntos na Cignal, EJ, sineset niya yung bola kay Mark Espejo. Ang taas ng efficiency ni Mark whenever he's in the open, or kahit na back row actually, basta maset sa kanya na maayos, kukuha siya ng puntos.
Almost a sure point, no?
Oo.
Oh, good tip. And that's the advantage of the length of Steven Roeder.
There was only 2 spikers, front row spikers for Cotabato. Kaya naman nakita mo si Mark Espejo, nakabantay na siya kay Josapat in the middle. But that back set by Mangulabnan to Roeder works well for their squad. Ang layo ng defense ng Cignal.
18 serving 20. At the best first ball for Sumanggid. Here comes the joust at the net. Naabangan pa rin yan ni Espejo. Lorenzo bumps it to Umandal. Sent back. Vince throws it. Jao again. And that's wide for Umandal. And looks like they want a challenge.
Yeah, because the first referee said there was no check ball. But Jao is very confident that there was, signaling to Coach OG Mamon that they should use their challenge because there was a check ball.
I think it was a net touch na gustong hingin eh. Nitong, Cotabato looking for a net touch from the Cignal side.
Oh.
But let's see, we'll find out in the slow-mo. Net touch ang hinahanap ng AMC Cotabato and definitely Espejo grazes the net.
Clearly, a net touch violation by Mark Espejo. So the point will be awarded to Cotabato. Kanina, 4 points yung lamang na Cignal and now 1 point na lang ang kailangan itong Cotabato to tie the set.
3 straight points for Cotabato leads to this timeout of Coach Dexter Clamor.
Yan matapos. Ha? Winning time na pre. Winning time. Patapos na yung set. Okay. Si Vince dito. Si Vince. O bahala ako mag-BB o dito o magbabackwick. Kasi nahihirapan naman pag side step sa kaliwa eh. Okay? Mag-isimula sa isang maayos na pasa. Ha? Pasahan ng maayos. Tapusin natin ng maayos. Last 5 balls. Let's go!
Hey, Cignal! Let's go! Cignal!
Coach Dexter reminding the boys the score line right now. They only need 5 points to end the set and to end the match.
Right, ito yung sinasabi nila na panapos na, guys, na malapit na tayo sa end ng set. Kaya there's no time or there's no reason for them na bumigay or mag-relax.
Mag-relax, exactly. But if you're Cotabato right now, you wanna keep stepping on the gas and pounce. As you mentioned, 4 yung lamang kanina, 3 straight points. And Medina continues to serve. Casanya looks ahead. Pinuntahan si Marasigan.
Oh,
It seemed like it was gonna go out and Medina knew it.
Right, actually, clearly outside na yon. There was no block touch, but Medina hesitating to get that ball. But sometimes sinasabi nga, when in doubt, get it. Yeah.
And yun yung nangibabaw sa utak niya that time. Back, 2-point lead for Cignal after that one. They go to Roter, who wanted a higher ball a while ago, but popped up by Sumanggid. Espejo. Lorenzo does the same. Here comes Sumandal. The chase. Saved by Espejo. But that is a point for Cotabato.
A good hustle though for both liberos of both squad. Really defending their position well.
Grabe yun. And then the effort from Espejo and Bugawan. And again, ligtas na naman tayo doon, Paning.
Sino yung nag-set na yun?
You take a look at Coach Shaq De Los Santos of the Cignal HD Spikers women's team. Sir Ogie Cadwa, of course, supporting Cignal. 21-20. Here comes Miguel. Naiangat ni Medina. Mangulabnan goes to Roter. They're asking for a check ball and they get it.
There was a check ball. Nakita yun na ating first referee. Now we're tied at 21.
Yeah, that sparks some life on the part of Cotabato. Kita mo how they're reacting to each point right now. They know kung gaano kabigat yung bawat puntos in this set where they are in danger of losing game number 1. Second try, Bugawan again rejected.
Good timing on the block by Rex Intal. Like what you mentioned kanina, minsan lang ma-check itong si JP Bugawan. But because of that double time effort of Rex Intal, take a look at this.
Look at that.
Perfect mark on the drop ball on JP Bugawan.
It was 16-20 a while ago. Then Cotabato, all of a sudden, blasted a 6-1 run. Casanya had to chase a bit. Miguel gustong bumawi. EJ goes back to Wendell. The tip, the drop, it works.
Good variation there by Miguel. Yan yung nawala yung last few points dito sa Cignal dahil na-check na sila. Gumagana yung blocking ng Cotabato na hindi natin nakita ng first 2 sets. But that time naman yung drop ball ni Wendell Miguel. Good placing Sa likod lang ng blockers, ang layo ng depensa ng Cotabato.
22 all in what has been the closest set so far in this match. It's Bugawan on deck to serve. Medina. Mangulabnan to Umandal. Popped up by Espejo. Casania goes to Miguel again. Lorenzo with the effort and saved by Cotabato. Oh! But Miguel puts it away.
Coming from a one-handed set of EJ Casania. What an adjustment there by Wendell Miguel. Take a look at this.
What a set by Casania, and then the smash from Wendell Miguel. And this forces another timeout for Cotabato.
Sino magsiserve? Huwag kayo pumalo ng, huwag kayo matakot pumalo ng cross. Binabaon mo sa kamay ni Casania. Di ba? Ibabaw ka lang. Huwag mong ibabaon. Huwag mo ibabaon. Oh, AMC! Vince.
(23-22). And this has been getting more and more intense, Paning.
Oo, the latter part of this set, mas dumidikit yung laban. And yung pressure medyo nawala na ngayon sa Cotabato. Dahil alam nilang kaya nila eh. Nakat nila yung lead ng Cignal.
Oh! A block on Miguel. Hindi nakuha ni Intal yung atake na yun, but they did it on the defensive end. Not allowing Miguel to score back-to-back points. That was Vince Mangulabnan denying the attack. And the veteran heads to the service line.
What a game that we're seeing here from Vince Mangulabnan.
Off the bench, helping out Cotabato. A good serve, Casania, upset to Espejo. Chance here for Cotabato. Umandal with the approach, and it doesn't go down. Buhay pang bola at the net, the push.
Good cover.
Back with the white shirts. Marasigan naman ang susubok. Wala pa rin. Umandal. No. Casania, bump set. Free ball ang ibibigay. Black shirts will set up the play. Jao Umandal will score.
Oh, it's still alive. No.
And it has jumped already, and Cotabato reaches set point.
What an effort from the side of Cotabato.
Grabe. Look at that. They had to throw everything they've got on that sequence dahil walang bumibigay. And finally,
Dito.
they get the point. Cignal calls for
makinig.
time.
Hey, makinig. Pare, nakakadepensa tayo. Pag transition, lumabas ka talaga para may duelo ka. Okay, wash na yon. Kailangan lang maka-juice tayo. Pasahan muna natin. O silipin mo kung sino mahina mag-block. Okay, sistema. Go.
Hey, Cignal! Cignal!
What seemed like Cignal cruising to that straight set win. 2016 kanina yun, Paning. Biglang Cotabato waking up with the help of players off the bench like Mangulabnan and Roter.
Now yung pressure is on the side of Cignal na. Kanina sila yung relax na naglalaro. We saw smiles from their faces, but this time parang game mode na sila ngayon because pwedeng mawala sa kanila itong set na to, but ayaw pumayag ni Mark Espejo. Narinig mo yung lakas ng palo na yon from that back row.
I don't think that's just game mode. Championship mode na yun eh. Itong si Mark Espejo, binigay niya lahat on that attack.
Grabe.
We extend this set 24 all. Marasigan will serve. Oh, good serve. Mangulabnan inangat kay Umandal.
Oh, that was outside.
Oh yeah, it was.
It hit the antenna.
Medyo mahirap yung angle na yun eh. Nasa labas.
Oo, it's actually outside na. Ang layo sa antenna.
Yeah. Close, but the right call. And Cignal is at match point.
It's crunch time here for Cotabato.
25-24. Mangulabnan goes to Umandal. Babawi. And will extend once again. Not just yet, says Jao Umandal.
Right, actually, that was a good set by Vince Mangulabnan. Confusing the blockers of Cignal. Kaya naman, walang blockers actually sumabay doon sa opposite attack ni Jao. Race to 2 points ulit tayo for this third set.
25 all. Umandal with a serve. Casanya goes back row ulit to Espejo. And he puts it away.
Yeah, kahit na 3 front row attackers meron itong Cignal, but EJ still setting that ball to Mark Espejo on the back row. He has the hot hands right now for their squad. And now he's in the front row.
Second match point for the HD Spikers. It's Wendell Miguel on deck to serve. It's through. Mangulabnan goes to Medina. And there's a check. We once again get to an extension, 26 all. This is a test of nerves, of character, Paning.
Oo, lalo na ngayon. Race to 2 points again for this set.
First time that Cotabato was actually able to extend a set and reach yung tabla at this point. But Espejo is a man on a mission.
Actually, Rex Intal is already in the right position. Ang ganda nung kanyang pwesto doon for that cross-court attack ni Mark, but medyo iniwas lang niya yung kanyang depensa.
Fighta rin. Fielded in by Coach Dexter Clamor in this all-important serve. 27-26. Cignal at match point. Mangulabnan throws it to Umandal mula sa likod. And that's outside. No touch. Cignal takes game number 1 of this best of 3 finals. What a set number 3.
Actually, what a game for both squads, lalo na itong latter part of this third set. Ang ganda nung kapit nitong Cotabato and Cignal at the same time. Medyo na-shift yung momentum kanina. The pressure was with Cignal, but they stick to their game plan, forcing Cotabato to commit an error.